has got the facts for you. BX the storyteller, bringing the spark, no one does it better. BX, you've heard the rest, but she's the best, yeah, she's the best. From ancient tales to modern schemes, unraveling truths and chasing dreams.
Good morning, twin. Good morning, Roland. You could request up if you want. Hi, Brian. You see what New York is doing? Always New York, you know? Can you hear me? Brian.
Hey, big.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh. Um, how'd it go?
What'd you say?
How'd it go with the Somali lesson yesterday?
Hold on, man. It was too much arguing going on there. I ain't feel like doing all that arguing.
I know.
You know what I mean? It just when African, it just
Huh?
my bad. It was too much going on.
Right. That's crazy. So I was scrolling the Twitter streets, right? Good morning,
Mm-hmm.
people. And I see this. I see a man named Codified FBA,
Mm-hmm.
and he had this post up, but on his caption, which I didn't screenshot, he says, the school is very good, but why are they pushing, the immigrants onto FBA? So I looked
Mm-hmm.
at it, and what it is because they saying that there's no historically black community colleges like in the North New York. I think Pennsylvania was mentioned. What they're doing is a preparatory school for black children, but it's not lineage specific. I don't think. And the way Codified captioned his caption, well, worded his caption is no, it's not lineage based. So, two things I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pacifier because New York FBA has been really hounding the reparations hearing, and we've been really writing lawmakers and stuff saying that we need this stuff is supposed to be lineage specific. So this may be a pacifier or a standard to which they're going to make a recommendation for the reparation, or this is going to go through and won't pass Edward Bloom because it's race based. It's black. They're not saying for black Americans. They're not saying for foundational black Americans. They're not saying for freedmen descendant. And then it's going to get appropriated.
Oh yeah.
So when I read the article, it has over 1,000 applications and it only has like 100 spots. Oh, thank you for gifting. What are your thoughts? Hi, Reboot.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm. It's just the weird stuff, man. It's like it's just like you said. It's the wording, and we know what it is. You know what I mean? And even with education, I get it. We all need education, but come on, man. They gotta do better than that. They got to come up with something better than that. They're just education. Everything just gotta be education all the time. Nothing don't be at least some housing or something or you know what I'm saying? Like education, just education, but I don't know. They always offer education. They always bring up HBCUs, how much they donated to HBCUs or I don't know. I'm tired of this education school shit. At least up it up. What about housing or something? Free
Yes.
housing or something. Or people can buy a house.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, KLS. Good morning, Ttyme. Good morning, Reboot. I noticed
Good
with
morning.
the reparations hearings, nobody's speaking about the elders really. The elders may not want education. The elders may not want
You know what I'm
lineage.
saying?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I was telling Brian, everyone who just joined, I was on Twitter and I seen Codified FBA stating that the school is a good idea, but why are they pushing the immigrants on FBA? So I read the article and what they're trying to do because there's no HBCUs, like we don't have a strong HBCU presence in the North, is get these students, black students, ready. It's a preparatory school. But the thing is, New York, they have 1,000 applications, 100 spots, and I'm guaranteeing you that a lot of them got to be Caribbean or even African. The application, so it's nothing to indicate lineage based. So I'm worried this will be the type of thing they recommend for our reparations when they give the reparations proposals. And I don't think it's going to stand up to like Edward Bloom if he gets a hold of the information. Go ahead, Reboot. I see you wanted to speak.
Oh no. I was just I'm doing something. I'm trying to. I'm gonna look this up right now so I can get some more information and better understanding. It seems like they're always trying to tie non FBAs to like reparations and stuff like that, or like things that we need to do for ourselves, or we want for ourselves, or we deserve for ourselves, or owe to ourselves. It seems like they're always trying to tie some Caribbean, some immigrant Africans to it. So it's and I believe that if they keep on doing that, we're not gonna get our reparations, because then be like, oh, we can't give all these black. Well, we're not talking about all skin folk, right? We're talking about FBA people, right? And I'm with bro. Like, every time I hear somebody who talks about reparations, they say, oh, we need education. Like, they try to like micromanage the money that's due to us. Like, you know what? If you get these funds, what are you gonna do with it? None of your business. It's owed to us. It's back pay, for the work we done. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this article that you got up right here. I'm gonna look for it and read it, and so I have a better understanding.
Okay, and give me your thoughts.
Can I say something?
One moment. You finished Reboot?
Yes,
You-
yes. Thank you,
Okay,
sis.
go ahead, KLS. Oh, wait. Let Ttyme go, because she usually doesn't grace my panel, and
Oh yeah, Ttyme.
she usually drops. Hi,
Hey there,
Ttyme.
I'm just getting ready to go to. I have basketball training because season is starting, and then going to Houston for a skate event. So thank you for letting me come up.
You're welcome.
I would like to say that everybody don't want to go to college. So how you gonna tell people what to do with their money or implement that? And like you said, what about the elders? And then I know people that didn't go to college that make more money and more successful than the people that went to college. You just can't push college on people. How you gonna dictate their money or what they do with their money? That's the problem I'm having. And these, like you said, these immigrants, they getting out of hand, because I was listening to a live yesterday and it was Africans going at it. I did record it, and they was saying, Cash was asking them, and no, it wasn't Cash Live, it was the Ethiopian Live. They was asking the West Africans, how can you come over to America and claim the Black Americans' inventions and accomplishments? And then it's diabolical what these West Africans were saying. They was like, because those are people. Our people were sold, and those are family members, and those are people, those are enslaved Africans, and we deserve reparations too. If it wasn't for us, the black people wouldn't be in America. And I'm like, wow. So now they trying to figure out any way and anyhow to attach themselves to us. First it was me no black. Now everybody black. So I don't understand. And then this is a little bit off topic, but I want y'all to look at this. I don't know if y'all saw the football game last night with Kansas City versus the Chargers. And they had a young man, I think his name was Kamasi Washington. I don't remember his last name, but his name is Kamasi. His first name is Kamasi. And he did the American part of the national anthem for the Chief, and he was dressed in native clothing. I say native because I don't know if it was the clothing type was indigenous or the pale face Native Americans or Africans. But when I did the research on him, he's a Pan African, and his father is heavily into Pan African. He's a musician, and that's where he got his name Kamasi from. And when he did the national anthem, they played, I think. He played a saxophone, and the other guy, I forgot what he played. I forgot the name of that instrument, but it's the big long, I think it's the bass or whatever it was. But anyway, it was horrible. It was so bad that all on Twitter they sent us the worst national anthem performance in history. And he tried to implement his Pan-Africanism inside our national anthem. And then when I tell you sound bad, it was terrible. So you have these Pan-African people trying to implement anything they can to attach the African culture to us, and every time they do so, it flops. Either African do it in or the Pan Africans. And if y'all can, just listen to the national anthem and go to Twitter and look at all the comments. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I'm just saying, stop trying to Africanize everything that we have and everything that we do in our land.
I agree with you. I saw a clip and it was a lady singing the Black national anthem, and the white people were upset. Now, what if it was football, baseball? I don't know. I haven't watched sports since I left my daddy's house.
No, it was football last night because the game was in Brazil. So what they did was they paid homage to the Americans and then they paid homage to the Brazilian. But the guy, he played the instrument for the national anthem. So if y'all
Right.
can see,
I
yeah,
caught that,
last
but I'm
night.
saying there was another one, a game in America.
Yeah, well, it was a Philly game. I think. Was it Philly? I
Yeah,
think
that
it
was Philly. That was Thursday.
Dallas and
Yeah, that was
Philly.
Thursday.
That was
was
Thursday.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the game last night, Friday in Brazil.
Right.
So if y'all can go look at that national anthem and then go on Twitter and see all the comments that they left. When I tell you they trying to Africanize everything we do, it's sad.
Oh, God. Good morning, Black Royal.
Good morning.
Good morning, Black Royal.
Good morning, Brian. They ain't gonna let you down. You African, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, that's my girl Indigo though. See, I've been on her for years on here, so she wanted to, we got
Good morning,
a
Black
love-hate
Good
relationship
morning.
with the African. But she good people. Y'all just got, oh yeah, BX and Black Royal. Y'all Indigo. I know y'all we on too much rock with them, but she cool. But I know she's a little, she can get a little crazy sometimes, you know what I mean? But I've been knowing her for like 3 or 4 years. She the one that educate me on Africans, like the real shit about these Africans.
I'm shit. I just was cracking up. They kept calling you African.
Yeah, they always do
Okay.
that, man. I listen, man. Whatever. I like sometimes y'all, when people try to give you some good game, sometimes you just gotta take the abuse sometimes.
Why we got to be abused to get the game? Well, we be giving the game away free and comfortable.
But BX,
Stop.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I'm sorry. I was in for it. I was too in for it. I said they ain't gonna let him go. I was over there cracking up.
BX.
When I go into,
Can
when
I
I
say something
go-
real quick, BX?
Yeah.
I like to go on not on their panels, but go on their live around like 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. And when I tell you how they be going at it with each other, it's like, and then they tell their own history, and then they see you in the comments, so they'll see you in there. They'll say, "Come up, Black American! Come up, Black American!" Then they'll say, "Oh, you Ethiopians team up with the Black Americans," or you like when I tell you, it be hilarious.
It do.
But they be
I ain't gonna
going
even lie.
at it.
Especially then with when I saw the Somalia, I said, "Oh, baby, this gonna
Yes.
be good." I just knew they do not like the damn Somalian people, and the Somalian people do not like them.
Good morning, Brooklyn. KLS, you said you wanted to say something? You on TikTok?
Yeah. I was looking at the
Articles?
news. Yeah. But
Okay.
for the college for this thing, they want to open another HBCU in New York, right?
Preparatory. I guess they want to prepare them from New York, and then have them, I guess, go to an actual HBCU elsewhere.
Okay. But this is not tied to reparations in New York, is it?
No, that's me thinking. Sometimes when Black Americans ask for specific stuff, they give us stuff like this, performative stuff, things that others could easily latch on, so that they could say, look, we did XYZ. And even some of us say, look, well, they gave us XYZ. But I wish they would stick to what we asked for, because we know what we need, I'm not going to down Juneteenth, but we have always been celebrating Juneteenth, and I don't like the way it's weaponized, right? So when they commercialize Juneteenth, many of us have been celebrating Juneteenth for a while. Texas didn't even want anybody else. Some Texans didn't want even us of the lineage celebrating it outside of Texas. You know why? The commercialization of it all. Now, look what happens now. The corporations are making all the money because we're going to barbecue, right? We're going to do something. So they're getting money for the paper plates, the paper cups, the forks, all this other stuff, the commercials, and everybody is joining in. But what I'm seeing online is, oh, now y'all got Juneteenth. Oh, y'all got Juneteenth. Be happy. Honey, we've always been celebrating it. Now, me, I didn't start knowing about Juneteenth until maybe like in the 2000s, but I'm still going to say that we've been celebrating it because when I found out about it, those people, my great elders on Facebook, they had the best Black history groups. I tell you no lies. They taught me a lot about injustices in the South, and Juneteenth was one of them. So there's people from the South that's been celebrating this since 1866. So now you give us a holiday, what, 2-3 years ago? It's all commercialized. The white people get to stay home. I think them and all the immigrant groups should go to work without pay. But no, for real, they give us pacifiers, and everybody gets to appropriate. Everybody gets to make money. In New York, the Caribbean were spotlighted by the news media, and that's when I started realizing the machine behind the immigrants to make people host all think pieces saying that New York FBA is not here, but we actually outnumber the immigrants, right? So what's the beautiful thing about having the reparations hearing is that I'm also finding out a lot about New York. I'm finding out about the demographic and how our tethers may be the loudest. We don't have the most tethers in the nation. But they have the machine. That's why Fat Joe could go in certain places and be like, I could say the N-word, who gonna stop me? He has media on his side. And look who was interviewing him during one instance of disrespect. A Caribbean who looked like a FBA. He's in battle rap, of all things, from Brooklyn. So I'm not looking at Math Hoffa like, he Caribbean, gotta be some I thought he was foundational Black American, but once I realized I was being fooled, I pick up on it like this. And y'all see I be picking up on it like this because I sat and I started evaluating certain things. So now I could tell by the way people tie their Timbs if they of the lineage or not. So it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard of. No,
I was
yeah.
gonna explain to Black Royal about the school.
Oh yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what we was talking about.
Right. So I go on Twitter and I see Codified FBA, and he says the school is a good idea. However, why are they pushing the immigrants on FBA? So I started looking at it, and what they're doing is they're saying that there's a shortage of HBCUs in the North, specifically places like New York. So what they're doing is getting a preparatory high school. It has 1,000 applications already, but it's only like 100 slots. And it's not, I haven't read anything that says specific for our lineage, but it is for Black students, which leads me to believe the Caribbean and Africans, and even some Afro-Latinos may be in those applications. So I just think that a few things about it. It's because we're having our reparations hearings, this is going to be like performative. This may be what they base the standard of their proposals on because it's a reparations studies hearing, right? The commission is doing a study. We're all giving our feedback, and they're supposed to take this to, I don't know, the Senate or whatever, or maybe even the governor because she made pass the bill or whatever. And then they're going to decide what it is, what's feasible for us, right? So I'm thinking this is some type of performative measure, and sort of because they didn't realize FBA was well, they were overlooking FBA, and they probably thought we was all along with this for Black, Brown, and Immigrant Coalition, but we've really been at the reparations meeting. Personally, me, I send in like 15-page feedbacks, right? What they fail to realize, and I think what a lot of people fail to realize is we still have descendants from Seneca Village. I personally, my fifth grade granny was enslaved by the Dutch. Even some of my ancestors, they lead back to the Dutch. They were enslaved by the Dutch. So we do have descendants of enslaved persons here in New York City. Like, there was a whole indigenous Black population here, and there were free Black people here too. So New York is just the first one to emancipate, well, partially emancipate their population in 1827. But what they did was gradual manumission, right? So 1799, they said we're going to free, I think they were freeing a certain number of enslaved, but the children were still kept, no, okay, wait, don't quote me. 1799, then it was like 1817, and then 1827 was the final date. One was a certain population of enslaved were then made free. Then it was every child born would be born free, but the people who had the children were still enslaved. But then you know what they did? Some of the children had to stay like in indentured servitude. So like if you hear me and Ish talk and I say, well, slavery in New York, our enslaved were emancipated in 1827, she says, no, actually it was 1840, I think she said 46 or 48. And she pointed out that the children had to remain in indentured servitude for a certain amount of time until they reached a certain age. So, and their descendants are still here in New York. So that's why, if you notice, when New York comes on the panel and they don't have a connection to the South, I try to really talk to them to see if they could be a descendant of those enslaved or if they're just cosplayers. Yeah. Because New York's a different type of beast, right? But the media, again, the media is hyping up Juneteenth. The first Juneteenth I saw on News 12, spotlighting the Caribbean. She wasn't talking about Texas, but she was talking about how hard it was for her and how they migrated here and got to do X, Y, Z. One Black History Month, I had to look at the calendar because they were showing class projects of all Latino children. And I was like, is it February? What's going on? So we have a couple of things that play against us. So I think that this is going to be like performative, or it's going to try to set a standard for what they're going to propose in the reparations hearings. And I also think, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a way to flood the HBCUs with more immigrants. And then New York gonna get the blame, and I'm gonna be on these apps swinging for my life. Like, wait, we tried to give some pushback.
Yeah, it's
So what do
probably
you?
something that they push because when it comes to like not just HBCUs but just colleges, they push African American studies in colleges, so it could be just another way to indoctrinate
Thank you,
people.
Brian.
And since they
Right.
have that system and they know how to use it against us, then they'll be like, "Hey, we can give you guys this. It'll work." It's no.
And the article said that they're putting it in the Jamaican town part of New York.
Wait,
That's
Jamaican Town? What borough? Did they say
Uh,
Brooklyn, Manhattan,
Let me see.
Bronx?
I have to bring it back up. Yeah, I just read it, and it
That's
said
Yvette Clark's doing. I know it had to be her.
So is there a way that we can get that set up where it's a certain amount of applications just for our children?
Exactly.
Right. So I did reach out to somebody, and I'm waiting for them to wake up and read my message. If not, I'll ask Ish.
Because I wanna make. Cause I'm gonna read the article fully too, so I can have a better
Thank you.
understanding. Because
Please do.
it's something that we got to connect. Because I know down here, like same thing with kind of what Simon doing. It's a couple of people here in Dallas that I met about a week ago out here, man, when I was going to the grocery store or whatever, and they trying to figure out some things down here in Dallas also. So I met one of them, man. So I'm gonna contact them. I'm so happy you talking about this too, Big. That's why I like coming on panels. They give me information, so I know how to give it to the people when we had these conversations. So we got to stand with New York. Even though I be messing, you gonna be swinging just like you said.
Yeah,
I swear I be swinging with my head down on these panels sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
it says
sorry. Yeah.
Jamaican neighborhood of Queens.
Okay.
The new school, located in the Jamaican neighborhood of Queens, has just 100 seats, and there are over 1,000 applicants competing for a spot for the first year.
So they mean Jamaica Queens, because it's not like a Jamaican enclave, but there is a lot of Caribbeans there now. But that's a part of Queens, Jamaica Queens. It's called Jamaica Queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, we still got to keep an eye on it. I'm gonna see how this is gonna do. What could be our recourse, and see what the reparationists are saying, what the activists for New York are saying. And sometimes Keisha does peek into my room. So, and this just came on my timeline. But what do you think about that, Black Royal?
I think that yeah, no, I right about now, I think that they should be focusing. And I don't have nothing against them, but I think they really should not be focusing on them right now, because our children are the ones that really have lacked a lot. So I don't know. I think that's why I was asking you, if there was somebody we can contact to see about trying to make sure there were seats for our kids. Yeah, this is, I don't know.
Cause
if I could chime in,
I'm sorry.
Right, if I could chime in, at the last paragraph it says HBCUs in our school in particular are not just for students who are Black. Johnson told ABC News, anyone can attend a HBCU just like anyone can attend and apply to a HBCU early college prep here in New York City. And that was from Johnson, told ABC News.
But it was set up. It was designed for us, though, correct?
I would like to think so.
So I'm thinking there should at least be a set amount of seats set for our children.
Or just don't put Black on it, right? Because you know what this is? This is DEI. Affirmative action was for us, but they put buzzwords in there. Stop putting Black on there, because what you're doing is trying to get something passed off of our struggle, and then we never benefit from it.
Right.
Like, I was really upset. Well, I wasn't upset with my mother. I just couldn't believe that she didn't get it, right? So my parents are in their late 70s, right? And when y'all be like, it be the baby boomers, it be the older generation, I see why. So when we were talking about DEI, and I was saying, well, we only benefited like 3%. A lot went to white tea women and then the buffer classes. She was like, so at least the 3% could have benefited. Stop using our struggle and our name for shit.
Mm-hmm.
If we ain't going to
benefit, here's what I have learned. I'll be on these panels with them. So here is what I have learned. And I woke up this morning about 1:00, and then I went on a panel. So I was talking to like a couple of them. I think they go back home, to be quite honest. They right about now, like talking to them, a lot of them are just stupid. So they attacked us pretty much, trying to get our attention. So what they really do want is our help. Like, they think that we can stop our government from going in and taking their resources. And they believe that, because our ancestors have done everything here, that we like have the key to help them build up. That's why they've been saying like, come back. And that's why they're trying to push so hard for people to say that they're African, because they want us to help them get their stuff in order. So I'm like, look, I'm not going, but I can talk to y'all all day. I can give you advice. So on what y'all need to do. And I've been telling them, like, y'all got to start, like, working together. So they trying their best to figure out how to work together. But I think if they can unite, they'll go back if they can, because they just want to build up their home, to be quite honest, and get our government out their home. Now, I don't know about us getting our government out their home. I ain't putting my life on the risk like that trying to fight our government for them. But I mean, I can give them the best advice I can. But some of them, they do want to go back home. They just scared.
I could tell you that at this point in time, I don't believe that. I don't.
Why you say that, Beard?
Because they all say the same thing. We come here, we work hard to build up, to go back home. Living in New York City, being 50 years old, I think I only know 2 that went back and a lot more that were deported, right? So growing up, right, you would be looking for the Mary Jane person, right? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
He's not around. What happened? Oh, he got deported. And let me tell you, the Caribbean, they only going back 2 places, Jamaica or the UK. So, and then the Haitians would get deported a lot here too. So everybody has this story that they come here, they work hard, and they want to go back home. But they're usually unalive here, and then their family, always the whole family is picking up and going to bury them in their respective homelands. Now, my auntie did marry an African man. They did get divorced. So, but he retired and went back to Ghana. I think he's from Ghana. And so the last picture I saw of him before they told me he passed, he was in his cultural garbs and stuff. I said, well, that was an ideal immigrant, right? Came here, worked, had his family. Whatever happened between him and my aunt was their business, because I was younger then. But he did what everybody said they was going to do. But everybody else, I'm seeing their elderly is still here.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's because it's not. That's what I'm saying. They want to fix it. They want us to help them make take them from a third world to bring them up to, better situations. They want us to help them.
Can't do
they
that.
think we magical Negroes. Now, I know we magical, but here's the thing. So say you're talking to somebody from Ghana. There's 53 other countries over there with all those people, and you coming to us.
Because
And we do
this is
have
what they
some of
said.
ours in other places. We do have.
They said
some.
we have better. They said we're more knowledgeable and have more education on how to do it because we've done it before, and we're able to keep it up. So they believe in, and we could actually though, because we do got some knowledge of what we picked up over the years. But I also told them, like, you guys got people that's been here that's learned some things. Like, you need to talk to your doctors, talk to your lawyers, talk to your teachers, and have them come back and help you. And I'm like, but the first thing you guys got to do is really figure out how to, like, unite. So some of them have, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been talking to them, like, trying to get them to figure out how the fuck they gonna unite. So some of them have changed their panel topics and are, they not like solely dead set on like what FBA and Black Americans are doing. They are like trying to figure out like how they can unite. And then that's why I've been trying to figure out these damn Somalian people, because they've been on there trying to cause wherever they trying to unite at. The damn Somalian people been coming on their goddamn panels trying to cause chaos.
Somali pirates doing
Somalians don't even believe that they're black. They say,
melanated. But what I was gonna say is for the people, this is one thing I don't like when they say, oh yeah, well, we're here and then we go back to our country. You can't say you're here and you go back to your country if you have 1, 2, maybe even 3 generations of people in your family that are still here. That doesn't make any sense. So it's
Brian.
a disingenuous argument when people bring that thing up, because they never really want to go back to their homelands. And one thing that proves that is the California riot, when they were down in the streets waving their flags, vandalizing and burning things. But they're gonna wave their flag, but they don't want to get deported. What are we talking about? You're waving your flag, but you don't want to go back to your homeland country. That's exactly what we're trying to say since I started this whole thing.
I never understood that. You're waving your country's flag, but but you don't want to. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
We'll fight like tooth and nail to make sure the ICE doesn't get you, but it's going to be in here in the United States, burning our flag and waving yours. Ridiculous.
Ooh, thank you for saying that. So I was watching. Why is my display doing that? But I was watching a highlight of the West Indian Day Parade, which they had on Labor Day, even though that's a Black American holiday. So what happened was they were asking them, how do you feel about ICE being here in New York? One lady said they're getting a coalition together to try to get ICE out of New York. I'm like, ICE ain't in New York enough. And they forgetting Trump is a New Yorker. That I think people forget he's a New Yorker. So when Trump starts acting up where he's cussing and stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's the New York in him. But what I'm trying to say is when he first was the projected winner, one of the first people he spoke to was Adams, Mayor Adams. And remember, New York was the ones that exposed how much money some of these immigrants were getting.
Oh my gosh. BX, by the way,
Right, that
they-
$10,000.
more than that, they were getting subsidized food, clothing, shelter. They had multiple hotels,
But
5-star
listen,
hotels that were being used to house migrants.
yes,
And they paid for that, by the way.
right. So when Trump was the
New
projected
York City
winner,
was
he
$11
made a
billion
call
in
to
debt because of
Adams,
that. But yeah, you can go ahead. I'll stop.
and Adams had to shut it down. And then the deportation buses rolled out and stuff. So they're trying to get. I think they're not smart. You're trying to get a coalition to get rid of ICE, but one of the first places Trump made contact with was New York to stop benefits of the, I guess, the asylum seekers. And you think you're going to stop ICE? From what I'm hearing, Trump's budget kicks in October, and he's already said ICE has no limits in the budget.
Yeah,
So,
and
go ahead.
also historically, immigrants been used against FBAs historically.
Yeah.
Like all that money that they were giving for the hotels and everything, and we can't get reparations. Historically, immigrants been used since after the Civil War when they wouldn't give loans to FBAs to start businesses, but they give it to Asians or South Koreans or Arabs to open up corner stores, and they don't even put money back into those people that they serve. You know, so not a surprise to me. It's disappointing, but not a surprise that they're giving immigrants who's illegal immigrants, it's not even supposed to be here, $10,000 and you've been putting them in hotels and stuff, but when FBAs wants what we or deserve, it's closed doors. It does, you know.
You know what? You're from California, Black Royal. How do you feel about what Bass is doing with giving the immigrants? Is she still giving them some form of money?
Oh, I swear I hate that woman.
And see, that's what I'm not. I can find out because I've moved out of California. I'm in Georgia now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Yes,
no
yes.
longer there, but I can definitely, tap into one of my relatives and find out.
Yeah.
Last
Because
time
that's
I
like a
checked her
form
out-
of.
Hmm?
Go ahead, KLS.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say last time I checked her out, she was giving people cash payments
Thank you,
for
Basie.
something. I think it was about housing or because of what happened in California. She was basically finding reasons to give people cash payments, things that
Are you in Cali?
me.
Yeah, KLS.
Oh no, I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, go ahead.
No, I was saying I think I forgot the real reason, but I think she was giving cash payments for some reason. I think it's for housing. Because of what happened during the house fires. I'm not entirely sure, but you can fact check me on that.
Yeah, so, and I know our mayor is for immigrants. Ever since I've been in California, like our politics, since I've been born, has been like swayed towards like helping immigrants. So I don't know, because we've had like a lot of immigrants in office. I mean, for crying out loud, we had the Terminator one time for.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I left California 4 years ago for work reasons, but it was horrible. I lived in Northern Cali, though. I remember when Arnold, the Terminator, I was like, what? This dude from Austria.
No, they've always been like, when I was in school, we used to have like a lot of freaking riots with the Hispanic people. And the black kids were always made to stay home. Like for like a couple of days, they would make us stay home. Like after the riots, Hispanic kids went to school and we had to stay home. I never understood that. And they outnumbered us. Shit.
You don't think? Okay, so after the riots, the Hispanic kids were able to go to school, but not the black kids.
Yep. Every time we had a riot, they would have us stay home for a couple of days, and the Hispanic kids was able to still go to school. We had to stay home for a couple of days.
Good morning, Mount City. Let me ask you a question. So, what do you know about? There was a time when the Hispanics were fire booming. You know, Black American homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever became of that? Like, did the residents? Peace. Did the residents ever get any form of compensation, protection, anything?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, we ain't never gotten that. And I ain't gonna lie to you. It's
Right.
been against us forever. It's always been against us. Like our like even with like I got a brother that's been in prison for 13 years, and he went like for the smallest little thing because they had like this 3-strike law.
Mm-hmm.
And although they've kind of like dismantled it, he got caught up under that 3-strike law. So you get like 3 strikes, and it don't have to be a major crime. There's people that went to prison for life.
Thank you for stopping
stealing
by, Reboot.
people. It's people that went to prison for life for like stealing a candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been for us, unfortunately, the way the laws work. I've been, thank God I've never been shot, but some of my siblings have, some of my family have, but I've been,
You can't say the S word.
Oh, my bad. Thank God I've never been pew-pewed, but, I've been pew-pewed ad multiple times. So only God was with me,
Right.
It was rough. It was rough. Like, it wasn't like, the way they make it seem like the Bloods and Crips was against each other. No. It was the essays against all of us.
Right. Dang. And you know what I think? Okay, so good morning, Chichia. So they do have a form of anti-Black American hate from their homelands, but I think that they really be angry at our government. So there's contributing factors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of doing like January 6th, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They come and turn all of that anger on us.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
You're right. They are just like the African people. They're upset with us. That's why they came out after us, because of our government. They can't attack our government, so they feel like, let's attack, because we're pretty much what they consider the closest thing to the YT people,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a clue. It's we've had to deal with out there in California. We have not only had to deal with the essays, we've had to deal with the skinheads, we've had to deal with the Ku Klux Klan, and we've had to deal with the Asian people, especially the trans. The trans was something else. Anything the trans clan.
All right,
So,
y'all. I'm about to get off.
Okay,
all right.
thank you, KLS.
Good talk. See you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
thank you.
Yeah,
Have
so
a
that's
blessed
what we
day.
had to deal with out there. So it was just always us against the world out there. I guess that's just why I don't care. Like, I'm gonna stand
Thank you,
and fight.
Chichia.
Like, whatever situation. My husband, he be asking me like, why am I so invested? And I think the reason why he concerned is because these his people I'm fighting against online, but I don't give a damn. Like I told him, I'm American first and this is my home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you gotta get with your folks and they need to get with they folks because what's going on, it ain't right on no way, shape, or form.
Right.
And I've and even out there, they kind of like taking over out there too. Because it's a large number of Africans in California as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they showed their ass at the right time. Well, they've been showing it, but I mean, they still kind of showing it when Trump is in office. I think that they think they're really true recipients of the 14th Amendment.
The thing is, they think that that's why I ain't gonna say they think. This is why they're trying to make sure that they attach themselves to us, because they believe that they have like the freedom. This is America and we're free, and that's why they keep saying our ancestors is their ancestors. Like everything is done in their little minds, calculated. This is why they keep trying to connect themselves to our ancestors. Because they can connect themselves to our ancestors, any rights that are meant for us is meant for them.
Good morning, Mr. ATL. I'm listening.
Yeah, so that's what, they think that any rights that are meant for us is meant for them because they believe, as well as we're the descendants of slaves,
Good morning,
the slaves here, they believe that they're the descendants of them as well. Or they're trying to convince themselves that. So I've had to ask them.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why do you feel like that? I said, so if we took a DNA test today, it's going to show that we're directly related. I'm like, you can't say that my grandmother was related to you. You cannot say that my great-grandmother was related to you. They're like, yes, we're all family. So in their twisted, delusional head, we're family of theirs, but they own people, not their family. It's crazy as hell to me.
Right. Basic. I'll wait till you come off teacup so I can explain to you about the school. I don't have any African cousins on 23andMe, right? Well, I got my cousins, but I know they mama married an African. Not that the African was related to us. So they're half African. They have African ancestors. I don't. I just have half African cousins through marriage, willing marriage. So. About the school, and Chichi's here, and Andre, and Mr. ATL, if y'all are still in the building. So this is a school that they say that places like New York, Pennsylvania are lacking like HBCUs. So this school is designed to be a preparatory school. It's going to be a high school program. They already have 1,000 applicants, but only like 100 slots or something. So in New York, let me say this. It may not even be a new physical building. It may be inside of a already constructed high school. Because when I was working temp for the city, right? And they would place me as city jobs, but they also had like seniors and juniors, like a work program where they would go to school a certain amount of days and then fill the rest of their days working. So this program is designed to fill a void of HBCUs by getting our students ready to, go out in the world to real HBCUs. But I noticed it said Black and it doesn't say like Black American, right? So here's what I'm thinking, basic, that this is performative. This is also a way for the reparations, right? For the reparations committee meeting to say, well, look, we're going to base your education component off of that school. But we do know everybody's been showing up to our reparations meeting, either to say no or to see that if they can latch on. Good morning, sweetie. Also, it could be another way to flood the HBCUs with people from this demographic. Because like you said, there's going to be a whole bunch of anchor babies. My third thought, and then I'm going to let you give your response. Edward Bloom, it's not going to pass. So this could be performative anyway because they see that FBA is still in New York. They're realizing that now we outnumber them, but we're not all in alignment with their black and brown coalitions and all these other things, and we're all black, right? We're really making that known. And I think this could be a performative measure and a pacifier for FBA. Like, here, look, we're trying. Here you go. That type of thing. What do you think, Basic?
Yeah. I don't know. I think when they just put black, I just know that it's for anybody in the so-called black race, and it seems like the others are always getting first dibs all of a sudden.
Hi, Halo.
And so I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I will. I'm looking forward to seeing where
Come
it'll
up.
be. Like you mentioned, it may be a program that they put inside of another school. Like, I guess it could be some type of course or something that they'll put students in. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see where they establish this, and the how, like, the demographics of the school. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see how that turns out. When is there did they give like a date? Like, when is this supposed to take place?
I didn't notice the date, but we do know it's in Jamaica, Queens, right? So that's the section. It's actually named Jamaica, Queens. I wonder if Mama G knows more, if she pays attention. But Brian and Black Royal were saying, is there anybody we could contact to ensure that our children, our students, get a certain amount? No problem, Halo. I just like to give you some like tidbits of other things, so when you out on these panel fields, like battlefields, you have other things to bring up in your conversation when you're roasting them.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to start making sure that is slots put to the side just for our children. It has to be, because I don't feel like our kids should have to compete with anybody. It's like we've been through so much, and then
I
that
think
takes
they should
away.
have to compete. Because if everybody is going to be able to go to the school, take black off of it, take HBCU off of it, stop using us for your struggles.
Yeah, because with that HBCU title, I'm sure they can get more grants and things.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, Black Americans, FBA,
Thank you, Chichia.
the ones who are already in positions of power, they just need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Since this is
Good morning,
HBCU
Lavita.
preparatory, then I guess we need to like see who's in positions of powers at like HBCUs, and see who's involved with all of this, so we can make get our voices heard, and make sure that our people, our children, are the ones who are getting priority when it comes to this, because HBCUs, those are our people. That's our schools. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones who make those schools what they are. So it should be our children getting priority when it comes to these type of programs. So we
That's
just
what
have
I
to
thought, but somebody just read something saying that anybody can go to a HBCU, so I thought it was just for our children, so I'm confused my damn self.
No, there's white people in the schools now, because race is unconstitutional and they're holding us to that. Remember, our elders and our ancestors fought for race to be so that we don't be discriminated off of race, right?
Yes, yeah.
But now, with the height of the immigrants, they came in and it applied to them too. So they can't be locked out of anything.
I mean, but it's just weird how
Unless
it backfires, because they still discriminating against us. So ain't nothing changed. So there can't be nothing just for us, but there's still stuff just for these dang on people. I mean, like these sundown towns, they still got their own towns. Like, how is this even?
Well, the problem is we don't like our people. In my opinion, Black Americans, we have too many of our people who are weak when it comes to that type of stuff. I was on a panel yesterday, and I heard Black Americans talking about how they don't feel it's necessary for us to be separated and all this other stuff. Like we have too many people that still like that. We don't have enough of us who are strictly for our people and don't mind being divisive. Our people have been conditioned to have this all inclusive mindset. And so, I think that's something that we are going to be dealing with for a while, where our people are so brainwashed to believe that it's evil to be divisive and to prioritize your own people. We have this whole, everybody hold hands, let's do this together type of mentality. It's kind of like the MLK thing. We got too much of that in our community that we got to deal with. So that's why it's important for FBA to continue to expose all these other groups and how they are taking advantage of us and taking our kindness for our weakness. We have to continue to expose that so that hopefully enough of our people will wake up, especially the ones who are in position of power, so that they can understand what's going on and they can make the changes that need to be made. Because people are using technicalities to get into HBCUs because, they use the fact that they are minorities. So you got YT people who end up at a HBCU. And then when they do go to a HBCU, you got our people who are so nice that they allow these YT people to join fraternities, join sororities. Just just stuff that I don't like to see. And I see us, like, these people will go viral on social media. Our people cheer, and we just really be like, we do a lot when it comes to trying to make other people feel welcome when it comes to our culture and stuff. And I for one don't appreciate or like that. Recently there was this little YT girl here. I think she was like in a little town outside of my city. She went viral because she was like rapping a Project Pet song. I don't know if y'all
I
know.
saw that little girl. Yep.
Yeah, so she went
She got to
viral
go
for
on his
that.
concert or stage or something with him.
Yeah, so they invited her to perform, and it's just some raccoon stuff to me, because if there was a little black girl, we know how that would have turned out. They would have, like, the post would have been about the mothers not being good mothers and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what it would have been about. But since it was a little YT girl, they act like it was cute and it was this and it was that. And the sad part is it was a lot of our people that were supporting it too, because for some reason,
That's true.
people in our community love when YT people or other people like our culture and whatever. Like, we love to see that for some reason. I don't like it personally. I don't like when other people are. So, that's the thing about it, man. Like, we gotta cut that out.
Okay, so we also need to cut out. I want to bring this back up, but I find this very funny that he's sitting up here making a whole nother panel talking about women all day. Sitting up there dragging women. Dr. No Job.
Ooh.
I mean, I be noticing he have women going to bat for him, and he talks about women like dog. He talks to them like shit.
So he's not on the Latinos or nothing today?
No, he's sitting up there talking about Extreme, and he could show receipts that she was talking about her shit with him, but she said it out her mouth what she said, so ain't no need to show no receipts. Talking about she fat and talking about me, talking about some what did he say about me? No man want my loud mouth ass. I beg to differ on that. But anyways, Halo's she traded on Dez. I didn't trade on Dez. I told the truth. I told nothing but the truth. People, just because we cool don't mean I'm not finna tell the truth. And I'm with you when you're wrong. I'm not with you when you're wrong. I told the truth. Now, did I drag Dez? Big X, did you hear me dragging her?
No, you just said what happened, and then the conversation progressed past her.
Right. So where did I trade on her at? He said, "Oh, you working with the Africans?" Yes, I am working with the Africans to get rid of the colonizer. Yes, I
What?
am.
Wait, how'd that go?
The whole thing with telling it, I told you on the panel what she's doing. She's trying to silence FBAs on taking us to court, sending the police to our house. So why would I not work with people, send them information over to get her
Wait, what is that? Isn't Tazin? Wait, he said you working with the Africans, right?
I'm not
That-
even. No, I gave them some information. That's what I did. I gave them some
Oh,
information on Zion.
oh.
Why would I not?
I
Right.
ain't mad at you.
I did. I gave them some information on Zion, and they trying to say that you working with
Good
the
morning,
Africans?
Chris.
Yes, I am. I am working with them to get rid of the colonizers. I am. Why not? It's chess, not checkers. It's called a peace move. Just like we working with Trump we working with Trump to get what we want. We don't always all the way agree with Trump, but we need him to do some things for us. And after that, we just it's chess, not checkers. So what? We use what you got as a chess piece.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Lady Bird. I wish that we knew, we take some stuff offline. Like, I really
Well,
wish that
he's
he
live
wasn't
right now,
over
and
there.
Purple up there.
I know.
See, the thing is, people want to play victim all the time and act like they don't be doing stuff. When you throw shade at somebody, and that person know you talking about them, that person know you talking about them. But the thing is with you don't say names. So you don't say names to where you can come back and say I wasn't talking about you. I find that very coward.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm done. I don't even care. They can sit up there. Like, for him to be a grown man that he is, I don't even care about purple thing. But the thing that you a grown man and you dragging women on your panels, you got women going up the bat for you, and you sit up there with gossip. The only man that I see on the app sitting up there with gossip.
It's just some people, and I hate to say it, but some of these men walking around with fucking pussies them damn selves. So,
I mean, who finds that? Like, who honestly don't find that weird?
Yeah.
I don't see no man on this app doing that. And I definitely started noticing, somebody pointed it out, he be having women going to, I was one of them, but I'm glad I woke up from that, going to bat for him. And I don't see no man going up for back to bat for him. No man, they staying out of it. They don't even care. It's all women. And then he's on his panels dragging women. Hold on, who's this?
Yeah.
Hold on, Extreme Live. No, I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for the likes. Yeah. I do my own thing. I be by myself. Well, I don't even know what to say about that because half the time I wasn't around,
yeah, I think I think us coming together, trying to figure some shit out, like really, I am trying to see how I can use my nonprofit to buy some land. I really need to try to get with somebody that's really good with writing grants.
Good morning,
trying to get them so I can see how I can get a land grant. Because if I can do that, then I can probably I know I can probably get the funding that I need to try to.
You are in the home of Black enterprise. You are in Atlanta. They probably have classes on a lot of the things you're thinking about.
Yeah, I am, and I have to start going because I am also a part of the Atlanta Black Chambers. So I actually need to start tuning in and because we have every Tuesday talks. So I need to start like really tuning into the Tuesday talks.
Also, and Black Vanguard might know a little bit more if he decides to come up, if he's still in the room. Some of us, of the lineage, because not everybody identifies as FBA, right?
Yeah. I'm Black American because I haven't did mine, so I can't lie. I haven't did my genealogy. I haven't did my nothing. I ain't did nothing.
Well, you know where your parents come from, right?
Yeah, that my mom is from well, she came out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Hmm. So she has enslaved ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the United States.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Our last
Gotta
name is
ask.
Payne. We came off of the Payne plantation.
Ah, okay. I don't really know who the Pangs are, but it's like, oh, okay, once you said plantations and you have the name. Dang, did I lose my train of thought? I think I did just that fast. Oh, because not everybody identifies as foundational Black Americans. So and then some people just want to be, identified as Black Americans. Some like African Americans. Some like Solon, Freedmen, and Adolf. So I just say of the lineage. So people of the lineage, there were free people of color pain. See what Chichia says in the comments, Black Royal.
Yeah.
Okay. And they want, like, certain cities and states have seats and represent in government that you could probably get in uncontested, just so we can have ours there, and to advocate for us that way. So even if it's not uncontested, we need to start thinking of how we're going to get into certain seats. The CBC does need to be disbanded, and there's no real way to disband them. But I figure if they're not voted back into the same position, then they can't have a seat on the caucus. Because right now they're monopolizing it, and they're practicing group economics, and we're not a part of their group, and they know that. Or they wouldn't have a Caribbean immigrant caucus, a Haitian immigrant caucus, and an African immigrant caucus. I said to myself, I'm going to make a tape recording of all the information I know about the caucuses, so when this part of the conversation comes up, I'll just press play. Because I'm tired of repeating myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've sent like 'cause when I be going on their panels and I be hearing some of the stuff they say, I be recording their ass. So I've sent some of it to like some of my siblings, and I told them like to see. I don't know what they need to do to try, because I have a couple. I come from a family of the cops and criminals, honey. So I told like my sister, she's in Arkansas. My brother, he's in L.A. He ain't leaving. But he's also, a Los Angeles police officer there, and one of my brothers is a sheriff in Palmdale. So I'm trying to tell them to see if they can try to, you know, elevate their statuses and try to get in higher places. And I was speaking with somebody yesterday, and they were saying like, why don't we have any Black-owned police departments? So I'm like, So I started reaching out to some of my siblings, and seeing. I didn't text a couple of them and sent them some stuff and asked them to look into that too. I ain't nobody got back to me. They probably think my ass is over here nuts on this internet, but I'm trying to get them to see everything that's going on, and hopefully if we can get more of our people that we know are in certain places and positions to make certain moves and kind of help us, because that would help if we got more of our people up in higher places, especially taking over the police department,
Good morning, Easy Does It. Yeah, Atlanta has a very large Black police department, right?
They have one, but well, these police is, you know what?
But
They
then
just
it would
like to
depend
gang on
on
people.
what
Yeah, no, they like the pink people. A lot of them are. Some of them are cool, but some of them are like the pink people. Yeah, they cooning over here.
Wow. Because my cousin moved from Brooklyn, and she moved down there specifically for the job, so she's on the police force. And then I think she got her brother on the police force. And then my friend's mother was like, I guess, administrative aspect in the sheriff's office. Hey, Easy Does It. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. I just figured that, but I just figured that when you go to the South and it's predominantly black people, that would be who would be on the force. But you're right. Some of us could act just as pink as the pink people could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
'cause
came here, I was excited. Like I had never. I'm coming out of California. You know, we out there, but we ain't dominated like we're dominated here in Georgia. So when I came here and to see like just hella black lawyers and doctors, and I'm like, okay, we winning out here, but like I said, that mindset ain't where it need to be. So yeah.
yeah, because I have like one side of my family law enforcement. And my aunt used to get so mad, and she would make these posts. We all, because we be going in on the police. We all have police that we loved, and because she's our elder, I just look at the post and just keep scrolling. But it is kind of shocking, like when you friend your cousin who's in law enforcement on these apps, and you see the whitey people that they interact with. It's like, I remember one cousin, and I think he's a entertainer, right? And so I do reach out to my extended family from time to time, right? Like the whole family that migrated, like my granny's friend. So we migrated from North Carolina to New York. And so he's biracial, right? So of course I'm related to the black side of him. And he has, I guess, her family and their friends, and plus some of his mother's people on there too. And he used to do videos about, because the time they were married, it was uncommon, and she's like German or something. So it was a really weird dynamic. So he would do, interviews of his parents, how it was for them to be together. I'm like, but, that's my cousin. Can't really, ugh. But that was
wife too.
But so he went to talking about Reagan, but from the standpoint that I would have talked about Reagan. And when I looked at the comment section, all his white friends, mutuals, or whatever you want to call them from Facebook, they really didn't see like that. And they go to bat for Reagan. And I'm like, that's when I got to decide. Is this my battle? I mean, he did choose to marry into those folks.
Mm-hmm. No, it's funny because mine is the opposite. My cousin, he was in the military. I got a lot of family in the military too, plus 2 of my children.
Uh-huh.
So he was stationed in Germany, and he came back with a little German wife and a baby. Okay, but when I say she's so pro-black, it is hilarious. So they are what you call Hebrew Israelites, and I hate to talk about them because I think they're some idiots, but that's what they call themselves. So they forever preaching and they little demonic looking God or whatever. But
one minute, because I think Basic is a Hebrew Israelite.
Oh,
so what I
don't want to defend you, Basic.
Well, what I found out is there's 2 types, right? There's ones who are in the camp and ones who are not. So the ones in the camp are the ones who, like, I'm from New York. So the Hebrew Israelites in the camp out here are the ones that be standing on the corners, cussing at everybody. They cussing at everybody. But it's funny, and I don't try to walk real fast when they cussing at the white people because I got to get a good heat.
Well, these idiots is in the camp because they be going on whatever little things you'll see them.
I asked him if I was right first before we say.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about my relatives.
Explained by
I don't take offense
Hi,
at
black
all.
man.
I know exactly what she's talking about. I don't take offense to none of that because they don't like me either.
I don't want to offend you, Basic.
No, I don't either. But my ain't gonna. I'm talking about my relatives, and they some idiots. I hate to say it like that.
Okay. Because I heard some stuff. Yeah. So that's am I right about that? It's camps, right? There's camps, and then there's the ones. Oh, church on Saturdays in the woods. Oh man. As long as everybody's black, because I ain't going to the woods with no white people.
Yeah, no, they be going. Now, she right there with him, and she is so pro black. I mean, I said if I ain't never seen a white woman so pro black in my life, it is hilarious. She be trying to put me in check.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I thought Hebrew Israelites don't do white people, but I don't know. I
Right.
guess she done earned her black card.
I don't give white people black cards, right? So I have this lady that I know. I met her online. We both was mods for very lovely influencer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and so we used to be in group chats together. So I started noticing when she talk about her husband, and he is white. I believe he's Irish. Oh, he blacker than a black man. I would be like, I find that so like, how is somebody blacker than a black man? Like, I think that
It can't be.
it really annoys me at this point in time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that when we do that, that gives some of them, because some of them understand not to pass their place. But usually, I think those are the men that come in our space and be the ones to be like, "Well, I'm married to a black woman, and this is the way it is, and because I heard her." Like, you're still not a part of this conversation, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the
That's
white
funny. I
women
swear,
do that too.
the other day I just was in I was on a all white tea panel, and they were talking like telling like black people they need to get over slavery pretty much. And and they were talking about they don't feel like we need reparations and stuff like that, and pretty much stop whining. And then one guy, he's like, well, I'm my wife and my beautiful black children, and I don't have no problem with black people. And I was like, oh, okay, but you telling people to get over it and move on. He's like, we own our home, and we did this, and if you get up and stop being lazy and work. And I'm like, what is wrong with this man? I'm just so sick of people saying lazy when it comes to us. Yes, there's lazy people out there, but there's lazy people in every dang gone race. Don't just put that off on us. And I'm mad that we just all of a sudden became after slavery, we all became lazy because we ain't working for free no more.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just crazy. I'm like, yeah, these people something else.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. The only thing I know is we just gotta really, really come together and try to figure things out. Now, at this point, I'm like, I'm gonna try to work with my people. We gotta work together the best we can, and try to build up something, And if whatever they need to help them get back home, I'm gonna help them get back home. 'Cause I'm ready for them to go too. It's just too many.
In order for them. So, do we primarily, because I never researched it, I'm going to be honest, at this point, they're not teaching their history, and I'm not going out my way to learn. But I don't think after living here, and we're not like, clean, spotless, and all of that, we do have our issues. But I don't think they want to leave here and go back home for good when here they have all types of amenities and rights and freedom of speech and all these other things that they have.
Right. And that's what they need to do. That's what I've been telling them. Like, y'all need to start getting with your government, your politicians, and trying to get them to connect with each other so that they can come up with a plan for the collective of Africa. Because if they work together and they start trading amongst each other, that they can grow. So it looks like they're working on some things. It looks like they're finna detach themselves from Google, and they have now got their own search engine that they're going to be using.
Whose country is that? What country is that?
In Africa? I don't know. Kimu Mufasa Faso or something like that. Hold on.
I don't know that, right? I don't know that. Good morning, Lions Mane. Is that the name of the company?
Burkina Faso.
Oh, okay. Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Good morning, Trey. Oh,
had
I
never
thought
heard
I
of
didn't
I
know
had never
that's
heard of them until the Ibrahim Traore anyway.
right. So it's Burkina Faso, Nigeria, and Mali, correct? Those three countries.
Yeah, yeah, I think
The
so.
Sahel is the only outlier in this. Oh, oh, the Sahel region. You know what I noticed though about that when they all are sitting around waiting to see what's going to happen with Traore. But when we say, well, Africa's not doing X, Y, Z, and they say, Africa's changing, we say, how? Everything is, well, Traore, well, Traore, well, Traore. But Traore is fighting for his people. Y'all waiting for this one man. And so if it's three countries, then you got 51 countries that need somebody to step up in the manner he did. I don't get it. I don't get it. They sitting around waiting for him to either
They are scared. That's their problem. They are scared. They really don't. That's why they're looking to us. They want us. They feel like they know. I'm gonna say they know like we don't care. We got that I don't give a damn mentality and we do what we gotta do for us. But like I told them, I said we got that mentality for us. We can't have that mentality for y'all. You can't ask us to risk our lives to go and save your home. And they're like, well, it's your home too. And I said, no, it's not our home. We don't got not a stake in nothing there. And I can tell you now, nobody's gonna just drop where they had their home that they've known their entire life to come there to build up your home to be beneath you. Because at the end of the day, everybody think that we are beneath them. They all think so. They all think that they're the pure race. They all think that I hear them saying, oh, y'all are mixed, y'all not pure, we're the superior. So with that mentality, you definitely not gonna get nobody to stop what they doing and just come out there to be up under you. That's not gonna happen. Little
So
angry
what
people.
I've been hearing them say, well, it's not a lot, only about 2 or 3. But the point is, it's gonna spread like wildfire. So when some of us bring up that we do have European ancestry or that we're not just of African descent, they started saying, well, we're mixed too. Africa's very diverse. But they're not, I think they're doing it. They never really use ethnic group because if they use ethnic group, then they have to admit they're not black in the sense that we are, right? So they never use that here when we're talking about lineage. But when they want to say they're mixed too, they'll go by ethnic group because then you can have the Yoruba mixed with Igbo or, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Hey, Vic. Good morning, timeout. So these, this is just my tapping in. When I find something from Twitter, I run over here and go live. So this is my segment. Get it off.
And I thank you for that because when I tell you I didn't even know about this, I didn't even know about this. So this is good to know.
Yeah, so this is my vent session. I don't have no set days or times, but I usually try to do it in the morning, and usually the guys will come join. You came scrolling through and you seen us on the panel. Sometimes I don't even have a topic. We just, talk about what's bothering us. The panels are cool and stuff, but I personally like an echo chamber. I do have membership options because probably within 2 weeks, I'm going to start my subscriber only lives again. Meaning, we'll just be on here. Nobody could come in. Nobody could peek in. We can't play music though, and we still got to keep TikTok friendly languages. But at least if we wanted to talk strategy, we'd be able to talk that a little bit more than without. So I'm going to start that back up again. But I don't know. Do you have anything else to say? And always feel welcome to come join the panel and get it off your chest because that's the name of my segment.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, Trey Chucky. So you got to look at the star, press the star, Trey, and it'll tell you your subscriber options if you're interested. Go ahead, Black Royal.
Oh no, I'm saying I definitely will stop by anytime. Every time I plug up my phone, it just does that. But yeah, no, I guess just pretty much I'm about to try to do this research because I'm trying to figure out how to get I know it's through the USDA. I need to figure out how to get that for the land.
Oh. Yeah, if you're in Atlanta, that's the home of the landowners, right? So I do know Black Americans from New York that actually moved down and became farmers and are doing very well for themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I don't really speak to them though. I just know them and I know their family. And every now and then I'll speak to their sister, but they're doing really well. So there's got to be resources out there that can tap you into how to get the land and stuff like that. And what you might need to do for your nonprofit and the things that you were saying you wanted to do. You sound like you need a trust. It's nowhere near the metro areas. Look, she checked for you. You see her comment, your cheers?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's nowhere near the metro area.
Okay. We'll figure something out. I'm gonna keep checking because I'm already a 501c3. I use it for something else, but I can definitely try to add on to do something that's trying to help us. You know what I'm saying? To help us in our cause, what we got going on. Because that's what we need. We don't have no more Martin Luther Kings. We ain't got no more Malcolm X. We just got ourselves now. So we gotta really put our heads together and figure this out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Charlotte too. I sure will.
Chachia, can you put the USDA info or any resources? Because I didn't set up. I'm not getting the 501c3. I want the 501c4 so I can operate off a lineage a little bit. I think it's designed a little bit more better. They were explaining to me. But if you got any resources for like that, did you get in the Discord? If you could, just post it in the Discord. If not, put it in my inbox. And I'll go.
And I'm follow me too, Chichia. Let me see.
USDA land regions or USDA loan program. Yeah, I probably need a loan program, child, because I tell you, New York is a succubus, if that's the correct term. It will suck you dry. On the site, it will take you to a map to check regions. I do want to go to Georgia though, because the next step of my career will be film. So, and Georgia's where it's at to film. Georgia or Detroit, because Detroit. There to be movies. If you so what is that? I know his name. That God damn it! It's not Murder Ave, right? No, that's not it. McGraw Ave.
Actually, I know a
McGraw Ave
producer.
Huh? You know him?
I know a producer. I need to find. I gotta look through my phone. That's a new phone. I know a producer that does producing that produces Scooby movies too. I need to try to find his number too.
Oh, that's what's up. So Detroit and Atlanta, but Detroit is cold, so I don't want to move from one cold climate to another cold climate. Yeah,
well here it'll get cold, but it don't get too cold. But I like the colder weather than I like this hot. You know, I'm from California. This heat be whooping my tail.
Well, I used to live in Georgia. Well, when I was a little girl with my granny, I used to live in Georgia. Then she sent me home around the time they started unaliving the black children. And then I moved back down there in 2016 with my youngest child. But then we came back like a year later, and we've been here ever since. But because I do have an autoimmune disease, I have Graves' disease like Wendy Williams. Being in a food desert is not ideal for my health at all. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the South, and Georgia I think would be better for me because of the next career path that I want to take. But not only that, for some reason it's calling me, and I'm like, well, why isn't North Carolina, or South Carolina, or Alabama calling me? Probably because in my subconscious, I'm equated to being like city not compare, yeah, almost as comparable to New York, like in pace and stuff. But I never got on the MARTA, y'all. I can't lie. My aunt used to be like, "Get on the MARTA, come see me." I said, "Auntie, I ain't getting on that damn. I ain't getting on that."
I actually love it here. When I say love it, I love it. Like when I got here and I'm calling back home, they're like, "Girl, what you out there on?" I'm like, "Nothing. It's just beautiful." Like every season, you're not getting all seasons in California at all. You got about 2 seasons and that's it.
I want a front deck, like a patio, and I could just.
Yep, I got that. I built a deck. Well, I built a deck in the front of my house, and then on my back of my house, I have like a patio area. But I'm gonna put a deck on the back of it as well.
That sounds good. See.
And I did look into some. And have me a drink because I don't drink coffee. I'll go have me a drink one day.
Thank you, Chichia. You renewed your membership. You did that before, like last month, right? Yeah. Oh, I stopped drinking coffee, and now I got my son was pointing out. You stopped drinking coffee. You're not drinking your tea no more, but you're drinking hot chocolate. Cut it out. And I was like, oh, okay. But you know the place I was ordering my herbs from, and then I would make the tea myself. They stopped selling to the public. They went private, and you got to take classes and stuff. But I ain't got it in my budget now. I ain't even gonna lie.
Is it something you can do to grow yourself? Because I grow everything. I like chamomile tea, so I grow my chamomile. I have, I grow my mint. Well, I grow everything. I grow my vegetables. I do.
No, but you know what I could do is get like a big tub, like it's like a very, very, very large Tupperware, but I call it a tub. And put potting soil in there and see if I could grow something, give it a test, right? Because my son is actually taking a urban farming program, which is ending, so he's not too happy about that, and he's trying to find something else. But I think everything is like divine timing, right? So whereas we didn't live, when we lived down south, and I was getting homesickness and stuff like that, and then something was going on up here with the family, I came back without giving it a second thought, right? But now I want to go back, but now I'm going back with knowing the benefit or the wealth associated with having land. I'm learning the value of land. But guess what? I go around talking about I'm a city girl, I don't like dirt. But my youngest son, who's more than likely to move down to the south, even if he doesn't come with me, but after me, is taking a whole farming program. So he knows about composting now, and he knows about a lot of good stuff that he didn't know before. So maybe, me having to come back was a blessing in disguise, because I probably wouldn't have went that route if I would have stayed down south. I probably would have took it for granted. But
let me tell you, DX, land, listen, I bought in 2019, I bought my land. I paid $3,500 for it. The lady husband died, and she was just trying to get rid of, just sell it off because she didn't live here anymore. Right. So I was able to get it for $3,500, and that was in 2019. We in 2025, so now it's worth close to $200,000. Just yeah. So from 3,000 to that's a huge profit.
Yeah.
That is a huge profit.
I got to get it on the drawing board.
And it's probably worth more, but right now, as I haven't had like an updated appraisal, but right now it's showing at like 200,000. So if I get the appraisal done and everything else, because it was just land, that was a value of land. So if I get the appraisal done on it now with my home and everything, I'm just waiting because I don't have an actual driveway yet. I just have like a dirt gravel driveway. So once I get the concrete and everything laid down, then I'm gonna go get the appraisal. But I've been stalling because the more your stuff is worth, the more your taxes go up. So.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that I'm meeting all of y'all, and y'all are just giving me all this information so I can make informed decisions. So, Chichi, I do see your comments. You said it was colder in Labor Day. And no, it gets colder in North Carolina, she's saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But let me go ahead and get off of this. I'm gonna try to come back like tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get Afro Elite to go live today too. He might be a little busy though, because he is shooting scenes for his podcast, so I don't know. But hopefully he will, so we could, pick his brain for a little while.
Okay.
Yep. And I will catch y'all on another panel, because I'm going to cut off over there.
Yeah.
Wherever it is. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Have a blessed day, and thank you for coming.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Peace.